Hi everyone, thank you for joining and tuning in. I'm going to be giving the Soulmate Twin Flame Oracle reading. Now, this reading is more generalized for everyone. Now, some people are united with their soulmate, divine partner. Some people are separated. Some people are having a difficult time, or some people haven't even found their true soulmate or divine partner. So I try my best to give a little bit for everyone, because what I do is I tune in to the energy that is around, and I really try to focus on the love aspect, asking my angels, asking my guides to give the very best message for you. Since you're watching this video, you're going to resonate with a lot of things. Some things you may not, and some things you may. So really pay attention to the messages and the cards that are being given to you. Sometimes you may land on one of my videos that do not match up with the dates, and that's okay, because what that is that you are kind of like going to your higher self, and your higher self is showing you a message, a very important message. It could be my video, it could be someone else's video, or it could be, you know, a video randomly given to you from YouTube or Facebook or any type of social media. I find that signs are everywhere, and it's really good idea to just pay attention. You know, don't block off, well, this didn't come to me in a regular reading, but it came to me, you know, randomly. And that's how the universe works. That's actually how we are given these messages. And everybody has some form of spiritual ability inside of them. So just pay attention to the signs that are given to you. You'll find it very interesting. Okay, I've shuffled the cards and asked the angels to give us a message and guidance about our situation in our life and our divine partner, soulmate, twin flame, whatever we need to know in order to grow and develop our soul connection with that person, or how to find that person in our lives. I've used a very beautiful deck, one of my favorites, the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. These cards are very beautiful, and they're geared more towards love. So they're a romance deck and very beautiful artwork. Okay, the first card, Forgiving and Learning. Okay, now what this card is telling us is that we are holding on to something, maybe something in our past, something that we're not allowing to be released. We're not allowing it to be cleared. And by doing this, you're preventing a lot of healing from your soul center. When you do this, you're actually preventing the universe, from God, from anything that you're looking for in your life. You're preventing it from coming to you. In other words, you're prohibiting blessings to enter in your life. You know, we have to forgive and forget and just release it. Let it go. Let it go out of the universe. If there is something that has been holding you back from maybe moving forward, you know, you haven't seen progress in your, you know, your situation, you know, your relationship is not going anywhere. It just seems like the relationship keeps going through the same cycle, vicious cycle, over and over and over. And this is not your fault. This has nothing to do with whatever you've done. It's actually something that you've backed up with, that you've held on to, something that you've held on to for many years that you don't realize. And when you do this, you are preventing, you know, anything that can give you the feeling of love. A lot of the reasons why you can't find happiness with your soul partner, you're actually finding it very difficult to feel complete with your twin flame. You're actually trying to reach your twin flame, and you're separated. You're trying to reach out. You're trying to say, hey, look at me, I'm here. But that person is not looking at you. That person is not realizing anything, because there's like a shield, because a lot has to do with not only the life lessons that you both have to learn, but also the things that you're doing in your life that you're preventing, like forgiving and learning. You know, you have to forgive and just learn from it. So whatever that may be, you may have something deep in your heart that maybe you forgot about. You said, you know what, I don't even want to think about it. You have to release it, come to terms with it. And now is a good time to do these things. Now that Mercury retrograde is over with, we have a clear path in front of us that we can, focus on something new, focus on, what we want, and, just go ahead and get it. This is a time for you to just release and absorb, release and bring back the new again in your life. This is something we all need to do. Healing is a very strong thing that we do in our lives, and every time we heal, we sometimes accumulate. It's kind of like when you're releasing, letting go, and clearing out the space, clearing out everything and out of your life, and then you accumulate new things, and then it builds up. You need to just release it all and just let the past go. Let the past be let the past be in the past, and just move on. Okay, the next card. Retreat. Okay. It's a time to just like really let go, and the way they are, they're loving each other, they're embracing each other, and this is a time to embrace with yourself. Embrace with the people near you, the people that are close to you. It's not necessarily meant as the relationship as much as it is with what this card is telling you. This card is telling you it's time to disconnect from the negative areas, disconnect from the things that don't create any kind of balance in your life. The things that are making you feel as if you can't forgive and learn from them. The things that you feel that you can't let go of, just like in this card, forgiving and learning, and retreat. This is for the people who are separated from their soul partner. When you were together and everything seemed beautiful, everything seemed perfect, and that would never come apart, it was a time for you to embrace that love. The way you felt, the love that you had in your heart, that was perfect, that was beautiful. That's the way love is. Love is perfect, love is beautiful, love is kind, love is unconditional. But then somewhere along the lines, not that it fizzed out, but it just changed. And actually all the opposite of everything happened. And where did that all come from? We started to get hurt, anger, a big part of ego plays into that. Why did this person do this to me? How could this person, affect me this way? And, maybe you've tried to cut the ties. You've tried to cut the cords. Cutting those ties, cutting those cords will not work. As some of you may already know, it just doesn't work. When you actually come to terms with yourself, with your soul center, you can say, you know what, I know what I need to do, and I'm just going to get on it. It's like you're in a testing room in school. You need to get through a series of life lessons. You need to pass them and move on and go to the next one. And before you know it, you've passed them all, you've accomplished something, you've got your degree, you've basically got higher, you've gotten more spiritual to the point where you are connecting directly with that person spiritually, so that you understand, and it doesn't hurt as much. When you feel the pain is there for a reason. The pain is to give you something to feel, well, I need to learn from this and I need to let it go, because it's all about loving yourself. If you don't love yourself, if you don't go back to that retreat that you have, that love that you have in your heart, you're not going to really love anyone else, because you can't be codependent on a specific person to give you that love. This is all life lessons and trials and tests and things that we are faced upon. You cannot look at it as, this is what I need in my life and I need to get it and that's it. No, there is so much more. So that's why I'm saying, go back to the love, go back to the basics, go back to where you first felt that love, that feeling, wherever it was. Maybe it was when you gave birth. Maybe it was when you first held your child. Maybe it was when you found somebody that gave you this feeling. Whatever that is, that's the retreat. That's the time to disconnect from the ego and go back to the basics, to the feeling of love. And the next card, love yourself first. Okay, just what I said. Okay, loving yourself first. As you can see, if I can bring this card up. Love yourself first. It's self-respect. It's basically you giving yourself enough love to hold on to more than just that specific person. You know, there's a picture of them kissing, embracing, but actually it's you. You're embracing yourself. You're giving yourself the love that you need, because you know what? Your love in your heart is not really complete until you really love what is in truly deep inside. I know that may be hard to understand. You need to start looking at loving yourself, loving who you are, finding what makes you happy, not just what person can make me happy, because that person will always fail you. Never look upon man, never look upon woman, never look upon a specific individual, because that individual will fail you if you're trying to find love only because of that person. You have to find the love in your heart. When you start connecting with someone, your soulmate, you start connecting, you feel that person is the other half of my heart. I need that person in my life. If I don't have that person, I am going to crumble. I don't know what's going to happen to me. No, that's the wrong mindset. You never, never, never should think like that, because that automatically is going to set you up for failure, and that person will fail you in some type of way. I mean, yes, when you meet your twin flame, they are the mirror of your soul, they are the other half of you, yes, but they're also an individual, and you have to look at where you're at in your life. Yes, the soul is together, the soul will live on, the soul is going to go through lifetimes connecting, but we are in the here and now, in this life. This universe sent us in this lifetime to fulfill something. So we're never going to fulfill it if we are looking for, that's it. It's just, we need to be husband and wife, have the picket fence and, you know, the dog, the kids. No, there's more to it. There's more when they connect, when they unite, because they've learned how to love themselves. When you actually take time out to love yourself, to feel the love that, you know, whatever that person does to you, I mean, yes, it's going to hurt. It's not something that you can just say, oh, it doesn't bother me. They can do whatever they want. No, you actually, you know, you get hurt, you get emotional, but then you release it, you move on. And then, you know, time goes on, time heals all wounds. You start over with that person. This is what loving yourself is all about. If that person is just sent to you for the time being, to give you a sense of loving yourself, then so be it, because the right person will enter in your life when the time is right. It's not going to happen when you're looking for it. Well, I was involved with so many different people that broke my heart. When do I finally get that one person to come into my life that will fulfill something? Why doesn't this person want to be with me when I'm so perfect for that person, when I can give that person so much? I mean, these are the things that go on in your mind. You know, you may be feeling them, but that's purely ego, and that's not loving yourself. That's not what I'm talking about here. So really try to love yourself with the positive affirmations, as I mentioned before. It's not about just loving yourself because you're perfect. It's loving yourself because you are perfect to yourself. It's all about loving yourself and giving yourself the love first before everyone else. That's very important before you can actually love someone and make a relationship work. Okay, so let's go to the last card. Let go of control issues. Okay, just as I was talking about, you're not getting what you want in your life, not because you're not good enough. You're not getting these things because you have some ego still left in your heart. The ego is like our biggest enemy. We all have it. We all come across it, and we try to release it, because when we have ego, it prevents us from forgiving and learning, going back to the love and giving that feeling of accepting that love of the retreat that we felt and loving ourselves. Basically, those control issues will be there forever. I mean, you have to understand that people who have control issues, you may feel, maybe I don't have control issues, but sometimes you do. You have to look at your ego, and your ego is what is part of us. It's part of our being. And when we have too much ego, when we let ego, I should say, dominate us, it prevents us from growing spiritually. So try to work on yourself, try to work on your soul spirit, try to work on your soul center, and you know, you're going to find a big difference. You will find, you will find a big difference in your life. You will feel more complete, and this in return is going to bring the love that you're looking for in your life. If you're separated from that one love that you have, that true person in your life, that divine partner, something will bring it, that you will find this person back into your life. Or if this person is in your life and you're not getting everything that you want, you two are not seeing eye to eye and it feels so rocky, this is why. It's basically loving yourself, because when there is one wrong, the other person is wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. One of you needs to come to terms and say, I give up and I'm just going to surrender and release my ego and just love you for who you are, and love myself and just love everybody around me. This is what you need to do in order to attract that love between you and this person. If you're still searching for that one true love and you've had a series of dysfunctional relationships that caused a lot of excess baggage, basically it wasn't because of something that you said or did or who you are, but it was because you didn't love yourself. That's where it comes from. In order for a person to feel the vibe from you, they have to see the love. They have to feel it. When you love yourself, they can feel it automatically, and it's a beautiful experience. I hope that you found this video helpful and helped you understand your situation better with the messages that were given to you from the angels. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments area. I will get to you as soon as I can. Also, if you like my video, I hope you can give me the thumbs up and subscribe. I mean, I will be making weekly videos as long as I can, as long as you all are watching. Also, if you would like to check out my blogs, I have several with different types of articles, and my other videos that I have on YouTube. You are more than welcome to check them out. They can give you some insight and direction, maybe what you're looking for, to answer some questions. So until next time, love and light to you. God bless.